All right, so we're gonna be making a very classic pizza, a margherita. It's basically 3 ingredients: tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, and basil. So this is our thin crust version at the red grape. Start with just a little bit of tomato sauce. If you go too heavy, the amount of water that's in fresh mozzarella will actually make it a little bit too watery. So we add some of our pizza sauce, our crushed tomatoes, our marinara, whatever you guys like to use. This right here is just a very, very simple tomato sauce. So we get a nice light layer on the pizza. The style that we're making today, we want to kind of go really close to the edge of the pizza. Now, I take a little bit of Parmesan cheese and sprinkle it over the top of the actual tomato sauce itself. I find that it just helps to fuse the fresh mozzarella to the dough slightly. So we'll take our fresh mozzarella. You can buy this at just about any store these days. Break it into pieces and scatter it across the top of the pizza. Again, you want everything to be balanced, keeping in mind that there is a lot of water or liquid within the fresh mozzarella itself. It's one of the reasons why it's so good. So now that we have our pizza, we're going to be placing it right in a hot oven. Again, we're gripping the side, making sure that the pizza can move, and going straight to the oven. Now, as a reminder, if you have trouble or if the pizza does not move, we don't want to just force it and shove it in, because all of your toppings are going to slide off and your pizza's ruined. So put your metal paddle right underneath the pizza on top of the wood paddle. You're going to place the tip of the wood paddle right where you want the pizza to be, and then you're going to slowly push the metal paddle forward and pull the wood paddle out, and then they both come out together. I would say this needs about 3 turns, making the first turn after about 30 to 45 seconds. Closest to the fire is obviously going to cook faster. So after about 30 to 45 seconds, we want to rotate so that that side of the pizza does not burn and it gets an even cook throughout. So it's probably been pretty close to 30, 45 seconds. We want to take it forward very carefully using your hands. It's not too hot at this point. You know, you want to be careful not placing in any of the sauce or the cheese, but just gripping the very edge of the pizza, we can sort of rotate our paddle and slide it. And then we're going to place it right back in our sweet spot in the oven. You know, this thin crust pizza takes anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. If you were to do a little bit of a thicker traditional Napoleon style pizza, you're looking at a solid 90 seconds maximum in a 900 to 1,000 degree oven. So these pizzas go pretty quickly. So we're gonna make a 3rd turn here. Place it right in the middle of our oven and let it get to the crispness that we're looking for. So I'm going to pull the pizza forward. As you can see, we have some color around the edge. The cheese is melted. It looks very balanced. It's a little bit soft on the bottom, and we don't quite have that leopard spotting. So I'm going to place it back in there for approximately another 30 seconds or so. So at this point, we can't take it too much further or it will be burnt, and we have a perfect margherita pizza. When it comes out, a margherita, you do not want to cut it right away. You need to let it sit for a short period of time because of all the moisture within the mozzarella itself. That will start to absorb back in if you just hang on for about a minute. So right when it comes out, we like to put fresh basil. And I tend to just like the whole leaves. I pick the small leaves off of the bunch and I scatter it around the pizza. And then most definitely with a margherita pizza, you need some good olive oil. So I'm using olive press Albertina oil. We want to go around the crust. Let it soak in, let it glisten. And then I go over the top as well for a margherita. And there you have it. That's your margherita pizza.